Video Lessons Chording with Christmas. Today's lesson will be Oh Holy Night, easy chord version.
If you want to learn how to read music, you can check out my note reading crash course, or you can start some piano lessons with me here online using my Year 1 piano course, which is a comprehensive learn to read music piano course. You can get the sheet music for Oh Holy Night at pianovideolessons.com. Just click the info card in the corner. Alright, so let's have a look at the chords that we're going to need to play this piece, because as you can see, the music is written out with the right hand as melody here on the treble staff, and above the melody are these letters representing the chord symbols. So a chord is basically a group of notes that plays together at the same time. So we start off this piece with a C chord. It is a C major chord. So here we have C, E, and G, and those are the notes of our C chord. So we can play a C chord anywhere on the piano using C, E, and G, or any combination of C, E, and G in any amount. That's a C chord, no matter how we do it. We can just play a simple C to imply the C chord even. The next chord given here is the F chord, and the notes of the F chord are F, A, and C. So this is the F chord, F, A, C. Again, we can play that in any way. We can play all the notes at once, or we can play them one at a time as well. It goes back to a C chord for a bit, and then it moves into a G chord. So the G chord is G, B, D. Those are your three notes of the G chord, G, B, D. Again, you can play them anywhere at all. Then it moves back to C, back to F, back to C, and then onto a chord called C7. And this is C7. It has one black key, and that's B flat. Right, so what makes a B flat happen in this chord is it's an altered note. So it's either robbed from the F major scale or the blues scale, but it adds an interesting texture to the harmony. So I'm just going to sneak it right in here next to the C chord, and I'm going to write the C7. And what you can see is that this chord has four notes in it. It includes a seventh root, skip to third, skip to fifth, skip to seventh. And again, it's nice and stacked up on each other. So that's the C7 chord. Let's label that. And the next chord in the piece is the E minor chord. So E minor is built on E, and it's skip up to G, skip up to B. And it's indicated with a little M after the E to make it sound minor. So here's E minor, E, G, B. Anywhere you like, it's E, G, B. And then we have a chord that's not in the key of C. This really gives some interesting texture. We modulate into the key of E minor briefly here. It's another concept altogether. You can Google it, or you can check back for a later video on modulations. But the B chord is the 5 chord of the E minor, so it's why it makes sense in this case. And in the key of E, we have a D sharp and an F sharp. So this chord, this B minor chord, is going to have B, D sharp, and F sharp. You can hear that it's got a lot of color compared to the other chords. And then it takes us back to E minor. And then we just have one more new chord, I believe. Oh no, two. This one is 3. There's lots of chords in this piece. The next one is G7. And so I bet you can guess that G7 has something to do with G, just the way C7 had something to do with C, and you're right. So what we're going to have is G, B, D, and F. Now, you might ask me why it's not going to have a black key at the top. But the reason is, for C7, we skipped over 2 keys on top of our C chord, and for G7, we skip over 2 keys at the top of our C7 chord. So this means we play just an F natural. All right, just a few more chords. Bear with me. I'll label this B chord here. B major. All right, so the next chord we need is A minor. All right, A minor is A, C, and E. Nice simple chord. A, C, E, A minor. This chord is in the key of C, just like we were starting, because it only uses white keys. We can play it anywhere on the piano, those 3 notes together. And the last chord, I promise, is D minor. So it's D, F, and A. This is also a chord in the key of C. Now, if you watch my video, What is a Chord?, you can get a lot more information about why some of these chords fit and why some of them don't and how you build them. I'll link you to that up here in the corner. But these are all of the chords you need for O Holy Night. This whole bunch. So I am going to try to keep both things available for you to look at the same time, and I'm going to cover up the A and the D for now because they only appear on the second page, and I'll shift things over when I get there. So what I'm going to do for these chords is I'm going to express them as a broken triad with the repeating of the root at the top, because I want to play 4 notes in my group. So that means that here I'm going to play another C just at the top of this chord. I'm going to go from bottom to top and then back down. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, because this is in 6/8 time. So it gets me all the way up and then most of the way down. Then when I switch to F, I'll do a triad with 5, 3, 1, and I'll reach for F. So I'm doing the same thing, adding that root note, whatever's on the bottom, adding it to the top. Then I'm back to C, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then when I come to G, I'm going to add the G at the top. So I'm always reaching this distance. Now, when these ones are all repeating, when I get to C7, I'm not going to play a C at the top because I have 4 notes already. So I'm going to go C, E, G, B flat, back down, and then I have E minor, and then B major is B, D sharp, F sharp, B, and then back to E minor, and then on to G7. Alright, so let's put that together with the right hand. Alright, so when I actually play it out, what I'm going to do is nice and easy play the right hand melody. And there are 6 beats in a measure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And if I just mark those in with something here, you'll see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's what my left hand is going to play. It's all lined up there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So left, 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 both. Now I'm going to move down for F here so I can play both of my thumbs on different Fs. So 2 notes in the left, then together, 2 notes in the left, then together. Now back to C for 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now this rhythm is the same coming up as we had in our F measure. So 2 in the left, then together, 2 in the left, and together, and then hold for 3 in the left. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Moving to G. And I'll move down so I can play 2 different Cs with each of my thumbs. 2, 3, I tied. Now I'm on to the next. And if I want, I can come up here with my left hand C chord. It's still a C chord, but it just gave it some variety. And moving down to F, up to C. Now I'm going to play that C7. So it starts off just like C, but I'll play a B flat. Isn't that cool? I love that sound. So we have 2 in the left, together, those black notes at the same time. And now I'm going to move on to E minor. Now I'm going to move my left hand down to B, and there's 2 sharps in this one, remember? Reach for B with my left thumb. And then E. And I stay on E minor at the beginning of this measure. 6. Now G7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, now I'm going to change pages here, and you're going to see that I will require these 2 new chords here. So I'm going to just sneak this over, and hopefully you can see everything. So here we go for C chord with A on the right. 1, 2, and now still C chord. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. G, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 6, C chord, still going up and down 6 notes. 1, 2, 3. Now we're moving to the A minor chord. 1, 2, 3. Hold for the full measure, 5, 6, and then 1, 2, 3. Now together and together. Back to E minor. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Move to D. 1, 2, 3. Reach your thumb to D. 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. Now we're on to A minor. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Another A in the left. And together move to C, 2, 3, thumb on C. Now G7, this uses 4 notes. Now on to C, and then to F, C, G7 with F, and C major again, reaching my thumb. Almost there. First will be a G chord. This is fun. G, and then G7. And then D minor. And then C. And G7 with F on top. And C. Alright, so that is the entire method of playing this piece using all of those chords. I hope you enjoyed watching me teach you this Oh Holy Night today. If you did, click like, and please subscribe for more piano video lessons. Click the info card in the corner for more information or sheets or other great things. Thanks for watching.